Hi everyone and welcome to the midweek shave, to the Wednesday shave. I wasn't sure there was going to be a midweek shave this week. I was a bit unwell at the beginning of the week. Some virus or something, I don't know. But anyway, that's now left me, thankfully, so I'm okay to film. So I thought, well, shall I use a pre-shave soap? Or, good grief, rain. Sounds a bit hailstony to me. Ooh, that's not a good sign. Mind you, did forecast colder temperatures. Anyway, not the weatherman. We'll come to that in a minute. Shall I use a pre-shave soap, which I've made quite trendy now, and proved you can shave with a pre-shave soap? Or shall I use a normal shaving soap? And I thought, no, you're best sticking with a normal shaving soap before you're locked up for being stupid. And what am I using? Well, I'm using, if you can see that, the Wilkinson Sword bog standard shaving soap. And the razor is going to be the Parker 96R. Twist to open, non-adjustable, fantastic. Look at that. Beautiful razor, good weight to it. Not aggressive and certainly not the mildest. It's one of these sort of just right, as I call them. And as I say, it's a twist to open. And for a change, I'm using a super stainless shark blade. Brand new. Overhang. Yes, there is an overhang to be aware of, but not too bad. So that's the Parker 96R. Very good razors for the price, and better than that rubbish I used in the last video. I don't normally throw things away, but that it isn't yet, but it's going straight in the bin. Never known such. And in fact, they should be banned, these companies, for making cheap razors like that. Or if somebody hurt themselves or cut themselves badly, they should be sued, in my opinion, because it's absolutely disgraceful. Right, that's better, just ultra new. Brush, what are we using? Omega Boar brush, 115, I think the number of it is. Yeah, take my word for it. And I find the Boar brush with a slightly stiffer knot is better on a harder soap. So that's been soaking for about quarter of an hour. So it's wet. Well, there is a few drips, but it's not absolutely dripping wet. And I haven't soaked the puck. I'm going to try it dry, and it should work out quite well, he says. Wonder if this will lather up. And if you follow me on Instagram, you will have known last night what I'd be using today, because that's what I usually do, is put the day before or the night before what I'm going to use in the shave, you know, whether it's the Sunday or the Wednesday. Anyway, how are you doing? I hope you're doing okay. As I was saying about the weather, we've had the Storm Henry. They started naming them now. That should be good enough. Storm Henry, that's gone, and the high winds have gone with it, and apparently we're going to have less wind, but the temperature's going to drop. Could be snow and sleet on higher ground. Do you know this? I've never keen on this scent, Wilkinson Sword. But it was a good soap. It's a good soap, you know. But I don't know. It's growing on me somehow. It's funny. Yeah. So we're going to have colder temperatures, which we should have really this time of year. And this brush is nice. These Boar brushes, once you wear them in and you use them, they get as soft as anything. And colder weather, colder temperatures, and the sun will shine but it'll be cold. Well, I'm happy with that. And you can have a good shave, and that's all you need in life. Right. So far, so good. Now that can go. There we go, and we'll start off just to here. Now, straight away, that blade, I would have thought by the name, I've used it before, but to me personally, it's not as sharp as a Persona Red. And it's not as sharp to the feel as a Wilkinson sword. But saying that, it's doing the job. It just doesn't feel the bite, isn't there? Which is quite nice, it's because it's doing the job. Now I cut myself there last time, so I've got to be special technique there. Yeah, that's worked. Rinse thoroughly. Lilies. I tell you what, Alan Titchmarsh, better watch out. I'm getting as good as him now. If you don't know, he's a British garden expert. Going back to the pack, dip that under water, and I think the Samog is slightly better at keeping soap in the brush. This is better at creating the lather, if that makes sense. But there's nothing to go back like that, just takes a couple of seconds. And I'll just show you something. A lot of people like more water, so I'll just show you what it's like with more water. And as you can see, you get like an invited to a foam party. Right. Good razors these. I would highly recommend one of them compared to that, what was it? I even forgot the name of it now. Figaro DE razor. Somebody says a Wishi or something like that. A very bad razor that, but this. Is a completely different class. That's lovely. tell you, it's nothing like nothing nice. Can't speak. There's nothing like nothing like a good shave. And this is nothing like a good... No, I'm only joking. This double chin. Sold out again on eBay and on Amazon. Oh, in my next shave, I'm using a soap by a very famous brand, but I've never seen this soap before, if that makes sense. It's a shave stick, and well, I'll say no more until the weekend. Back to the puck, back to the tap, back to the face. Do you like it? Back to the Future. Who remembers that film, Back to the Future? Good shaving soap, and thankfully this is readily for sale in most of our supermarkets. I've seen it in Tesco's, in Asda, and I'm pretty sure Sainsbury's sell it, and Palmolive. So you know, that's going against the growth now. Not an aggressive razor, lovely to the touch, and as always I don't use any pressure. Just don't feel the... Sometimes you might feel the need to press, and don't. Let the... You've bought the razor, you've bought the blade, put your trust in it and let that do the work. That's my motto. Because if you're having to put pressure, either the blade is blunt or it's finished. Well, there's something wrong somewhere. Right. There's something about these sort of soaps. As I say before, there's no bells and whistles, and they're just bog standard soaps. Been around for years and do the job. And that's all you need sometimes, and it's nice to have a nice shave. That way, creating the lathering. And I also know that this lip, the way I do the upper lip against the growth, has helped a lot of people. They said they've tried it, and if anybody doesn't know what I mean, is the top here was always a very sensitive area for me, and even going against directly like that up, oh, just a tug, even with a sharp blade, just one of those things. So I sort of, this is what I meant before, don't be afraid to tweak the shave to what works for you. And the way it worked for me was I used to come in that way, sideways, and gradually twist. and it took that tugginess away, and the irritation dropped, and it's just a little, well, trick or whatever that worked for me, you know. So I'm just sharing that, and it seems to work for a lot of people. Pickups, we like pickups. We like pickups. What do you think of the scent? I never used to like it, but, well, that's not fair. I didn't hate it, but it's growing on me now. It's just, I don't know, it's like an old friend. Like an old friend. Slickness test. Oh no, not very good on this. It's slightly okay, but it's juddery, so that it's not as good. And I'm sure it's been okay in the past, but it's not as good in this one. No, it's not as slick. So, more lubrication. I'm just, I don't want to stop shaving, that's why I'll be doing 5 passes before long. Oh, and I apologise, the last video, was it 28 minutes long? I'm sorry about that. I'm not sure, I'm just going on and on about that. Trying to get the lather. I'm just going to rinse off. Warm water. You can use cold, but I'm going to use warm today. And oh, that feels nice. Going to use a Cologne as well, which is fantastic stuff. I'm not using witch hazel today, just for a change, no reason really behind it. And the Cologne is this number 4711 4711 Aqua Colonia Lemon and Ginger. That's made in Germany. Fantastic stuff. Oh, smell that. Oh, come on, hey? Waking nostrils. Oh, did I tell you, hey? No. It's great, isn't it? Oh, what a start. Look at that. Lovely. Look at the bottle. Worth buying it just for the bottle. And it's glass. Oh, it's lovely that. And that's one that in about an hour it smells even better, if that makes sense. It doesn't last all day, but it lasts a few hours. And, oh, show you the lid. Nivea Men Cream. And that's roughly £5 a tin. But sometimes when you go to the supermarket, you'll see it on offer for £3. And what I've done in the past is when it's on £3, I buy 2. I got a stack of it now, so there's no need to buy any more. But will I stop? No. There's something in my head when I'm there, oh, but it's a bargain. And then the other part of me says, yeah, but you've got loads at home. Yeah, but it doesn't matter, it's a bargain, you can't leave it there. Oh, do you think so? Yeah. You know, it's weird, isn't it? This thing about bargaining that, can't let it go. And I don't. And I put it with the others in there, and I say to myself, right, that's it now, no more. It's on offer again. But it's a bargain. Never mind. Right. We'll go over the... I bet you think he's not in the head, this fella. Parker. Right, Parker. Twist to open. 96R. DE razor. Fantastic. Shark blade. Good blade. Didn't have the bite I can feel with a Persona red, blue, or the Wilkinson sword blade, funny enough. But it cut through. It just didn't feel the bite, which is good in a way. It's a more comfortable shave. So it's a good blade, that shark blade. Razor, not aggressive, and certainly not the most mild like the Wilkinson Sword Classic, but it's a fantastic, good razor, good standard razor for me. Good weight to it, lovely, good grip, Diamante grip, lovely. Omega Boar brush, fantastic as usual. And the Wilkinson Sword shaving soap, that was good. Rinsed off with water, and then they used the 4711 Aquonia, is it? Aqua Cologne, and lemon and ginger. Fantastic, very expensive smelling. And as I say, it lasts, and the longer, you know, in about half an hour to an hour, I'll have this waft of, I don't know, it's well, lemon and ginger, but it's lovely. It's a lovely mix, you know. It's a expensive sort of smelling cologne. Just get on with it, Paul. Right, oh, sorry about that. And then we finished off with a Nivea men cream. Good stuff. And she's getting windy outside. Coffee time. Coffee time now. And then I'll make this video and put it all together. And if I'm brave enough, put it live out there. So that is it. I'm not going to dwell on. I always go on at the end. Anyway, thank you to Lily. Fantastic job. And lovely shave that. No irritation, no razor burn. Just pure, smooth skin. Fantastic. Good cream, that. Good cream. So if you've come this far, thanks very much, and thanks as always for your support. And don't forget, look at the comments. If you leave comments, I read every comment, but I don't necessarily answer all of them now. So if you look under my videos, you'll see how many I get, and I love receiving them, more the merrier. Thank you very much. But I do click the thumbs up under your comment, you know, and that means I've read this. So thank you for all your support. Thanks for watching the videos and taking the time, as I say, twice a week. And some of these videos do go on a bit sometimes, but it is much appreciated. You know, I don't take it for granted. I'm very lucky. So without going on, as I always say, but I do, thanks very much for watching. Have some great shaves. Have a good rest of the week, and I'll see you on the weekend for the Sunday shave. So you take care of yourselves.